Yes guys, Classic Sports back with another video, and today we will be doing our Game Week 35 predictions. Last week's scores were me 42, guest 33, they won 11-10, but let's get straight to it. Today's guest is Warriors and Tottenham, but let's see what the predictions are. First game up is Watford against Newcastle. Watford coming off a win against Norwich. Newcastle coming off a disappointing loss to Man City, getting hammered 5-0. But I think in this game, Watford will salvage a point in their battle for relegation. Our guess goes 1-0. I go 1-1. Our guess goes 1-0. Next game. Yet again, another relegation battle game. Norwich and West Ham. If Norwich lose today, they will get relegated from the Premier League. So this will be a massive match. However, I think that Norwich will actually salvage a point here in a goalless draw. I think they'll be able to hold on against a West Ham side. Our guess thinks that Norwich will get relegated and they think they'll lose 2-0. Let's see what happens. It will definitely be a game that everyone will have their eyes on. Will Norwich get relegated? Let me know in the live chat. But I go 0-0. Our guess goes 2-0 West Ham. Next game. Next game, Champions up against Burnley. Burnley do look on good form after beating West Ham. Liverpool look dominant at the moment, so I think they'll come away with a 2-1 win here. I think Burnley will give a good fight, but they won't be enough to stop that brilliant Liverpool side. And our guest agrees. We both go for 2-1 Liverpool wins. On to Chelsea, Sheffield United, and I think we should get a 3-1 win. After coming off a dodgy win against Palace, I think we should be able to cruise past the Sheffield United side, who yes are on good form, but I think if Christian Pulisic and Willian play well, we will dominate them on the wings with their three at the back, and we'll get the victory here. Our guest goes 2-1. Similar results, both win, but I go 3-1. He goes 2-1. Next game. On to the last Saturday game, and it's Brighton against Man City. Man City coming off a brilliant win against Newcastle, and I think they'll be able to keep a clean sheet once again. I'm going Manchester City 2, Brighton 0. Our guess thinks Brighton will score a goal. They did get a goal against the champions, but I don't think they'll be able to get one against the runners-up. I go 2-0. Our guess goes 2-1. On to the Sunday games. Wolves, Everton, and both teams lost their last games. Wolves losing to Sheffield 1-0, and Everton losing to Tottenham 1-0 as well. But I think this should be a draw then. I'm going with a 1-1 draw. Wolves definitely struggling, losing their last two games. Our guess goes 2-0 Wolves. Will they be able to bounce back after two disappointing losses against Arsenal and Sheffield United? I think they'll only be able to get a draw here, 1-1. Our guess goes 2-0. On to the next game. Villa against Crystal Palace. Villa coming off a bad loss to Manchester United. Crystal Palace, on the other hand, just managed to give a fight against us, but they did lose 3-2 in the end. However, I think in this game, Villa will come away with a 2-1 win. They're desperate to pick up points now. They're really in the relegation battle. It might go down to the wire to goal difference. I think they will stay up. I think in this game, they'll get a massive 3 points. Our guess goes for a 1-1 draw. I can see a draw happening, but I think Villa will get the 3 points. I go 2-1. He goes 1-1. On to the biggest game now, North London derby. Now a game with such history between these two sides, Arsenal and Tottenham. There's been so much together and there's so much tension between, but who will come out on top here? They don't care about the recent results. They just want to win this game. When the season comes out, Tottenham and Arsenal just look at this fixture. When is the North London derby happening? And I think it will come away with a 1-1 draw. Our guess goes 2-2. We both go for draws. Don't think it'll be that high scoring, as both teams, they find it hard to score a lot, especially with Harry Kane not on good form for Tottenham. He's struggling to find the back of the net. So I think there'll be a 1-1 draw. Despite Arsenal's really good form, I think Tottenham will be able to hold on for a draw. But we move on to the last game. Now we move on to the final game of this game week. Manchester United against Southampton. Manchester United looking one of the deadliest teams in the whole of England at the moment. They cruise past Aston Villa, and I think they should cruise past Southampton. I'm going the same scoreline as their previous game, 3-0 United. Bruno Fernandes looking brilliant, getting back-to-back Player of the Month, and I think he'll be brilliant in this game. He's also got such good players such as Paul Pogba, Marcus Rashford, Mason Greenwood. They look brilliant at the moment. Our guess goes 2-0. I think there will be more high scoring because Man United really want to get that Champions League spot. But I go 3-0. He goes 2-0. And that's it for today. If you did enjoy today's video, please leave a like, hit that subscribe button, and leave your predictions in the live chat. And we'll catch you all later.